led, before he was the president over the choir, before he led pastor's aid, before he got on the instruments, before he led taught Sunday school, before he became superintendent, before he became anything, before he became the apostle or the prophet or the elder, he was willing to serve. Now, how many of us today are willing to serve? How many of us are willing to take the low road until God exalts us, takes us by the hand, and raises us up? Because he says, if you exalt yourself, what did he say? He said, you're going to be abased. But if you wait on him, you're going to be exalted in due season. And so many of us, we don't want to wait on God until God gives us a ministry. So this is what happened. We take the ministry.
My God.
We take it. It don't belong to us. God didn't give it to us. He hasn't anointed us for the task. So we take it from him. We take the ministry. I ain't anointed for him, but I'm going to be the president over the choir. So the choir struggles and strains because you're not supposed to be the leader. Matter of fact, you can't even teach three-part harmony. You're tone deaf, but yet you're the president over the choir. That's an example of someone who has taken the ministry. You are over children's church. You don't have any children. Matter of fact, you can't stand your nephews or nieces. You don't like children. You've taken the ministry. You can't even cook. Everything in your house is a TV dinner, microwavable, and you want to be over hospitality and the food ministry. You have stolen the ministry.
Give it back.
You evil, you conniving, you won't even speak to us, and you want to be a greeter. You've taken the ministry. Can't trust you. You're a thief. Everybody in your family know you steal and you want to count money. You stolen the ministry. Can't trust you with $1 at home. They say you go buy cigarillos, strawberry, grape, and orange. Don't ask me how I know about all that kind of stuff. But listen, he said, you stolen the ministry. Now y'all acting deep, but yeah, I got brothers that smoke the weed too, smoke the kush and the perp and the whatever. And I don't let my wallet get around them. I don't know about y'all.
All right now.
I don't let my wallet.
Bet not.
I pass myself down before I leave, before I go, because I don't want no transactions I didn't know about to leave out of my account. Now, I don't know about you. You want to act deep like you don't have no cousin Ed and cousin Jody and Tutu, but I have some of those. So if we're going to be good leaders and obey leaders and follow godly leadership, we have to be humble. We have to know that we have to be willing to serve before we can lead. And then we see that Joshua was a man of faith and trust in God. We see this demonstrated when he went into spy out the land. The 10 of the 12 spies demonstrated their lack of faith when God asked for their report. But despite peer pressure, God must have felt that Joshua, along with Caleb, demonstrated his faith in God by his report. As demonstrated even in the wall, the falling of the wall of Jericho. And I'm hurrying along here. They marched around 6 days. You remember the story. He told them to march around the wall for 6 days. And on the 7th day, he said, march around what? 7 times. And he said, on the 7th time, I want you to make a shout. And on the seventh time after they shout and the trumpet has blown, the wall is going to come down. And Joshua, he was a man of faith that trusted God to walk around the wall. We won't even walk to church. We won't even walk to the bank and trust God for a loan. We won't even ask God for favor for interest rates to come down on mortgages. We won't even have the faith to believe God that we can get off of welfare and food stamps